This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Hello and welcome to episode 34 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. And I'm going to talk about the two factors that you should keep on your mind in today's real estate market. But first, I want to take a moment to talk about the Kevin Martini Winter 2019 Homebuyer Guide called Things to Consider When Buying a Home. This Homebuyer Guide can be accessed for free by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. It is my opinion, this Homebuyer Guide simply and effectively communicates the current market opportunity, and it does it in over 14 articles with 20 plus pages in 3 sections. The 3 sections in the Kevin Martini Winter 2019 Homebuyer Guide are: what is happening in the housing market, what you need to know before you buy, and what to expect when you buy a home. If you are thinking of buying real estate, accessing this free publication will behoove you. Again, you can access it by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. Now, on with the Martini Mortgage Podcast. When it comes to buying or selling, there are many factors one should consider. For example, where do you want to live? Why you want to buy or why you want to sell? And who will help you along your journey are just some of those factors. When it comes into today's real estate market, though, the top 2 factors to consider, in my opinion, are what's happening with interest rates and what is happening with inventory. Interest rates, or mortgage interest rates, have been on the rise and are now 0.75% to 1% higher than they were in the beginning of 2018. According to Freddie Mac's primary mortgage market survey, rates have climbed to around 4.8% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Here's a hashtag Kevin Martini Live talking point. The interest rate you secure when buying a home not only greatly impacts your monthly housing cost, but it also impacts your purchasing power. Purchasing power, simply put, is the amount of home that you can afford to buy for the budget you have available to spend. As rates increase, the price of the house that you can afford will decrease if you plan to stay within a certain monthly housing budget. Let me try to give you a Kevin Martini audio example. I don't know how this is going to work, but let's just try it out. For illustration only, let us assume you're going to get a 30-year fixed mortgage, and that rate is 4.5%. And let us assume you are planning to purchase a $400,000 home with the expectations or the need keeping your principal and interest between $2,020 and $2,050 a month. With each 0.25% increase in interest rates, the value of the home you can afford decreases by 2.5%. So, if rates move 0.25% upward and you either want or need to keep your payment for principal and interest in the $2,020 to $2,050 range, then you would have the ability only to purchase a $390,000 home. Now, let us assume that you're starting to look at a $400,000 home and the mortgage rate was 4.5. But the time you actually acted, the mortgage rates jumped 1% upward to 5.5 in this example. However, you still want or need to keep your principal and interest payment in the $2,020 to $2,050 range. That means you would be looking at a 10% reduction in buying power. And you would no longer be looking at $400,000 homes. You would be looking at $360,000 homes. Experts predict the mortgage rates will be over 5% by this time next year. movement in interest rates impact your buying power. So interest rates is one of the two factors I believe that you have to keep top of mind in today's real estate market. The second factor you need to keep on the radar screen or top of mind is inventory. As a primer, a normal real estate market requires there to be a 6-month supply of homes for sale in order for prices to increase only with inflation. According to the National Association of Realtors, also known as NAR, listing inventory is currently at 4.3 months supply. Obviously, we are well below that 6% or that 6 months needed for a normal real estate market. This reduction in inventory has put upward pressure on home prices. Home prices have increased year over year for the last 80 straight months. Let me say that again. Home prices have increased year over year for the last 80 months. The inventory of homes for sale in the real estate market had been on a steady decline and experienced a year-over-year drop for 36 months from July 2015 to May 2018. But we are starting to see a shift in inventory over the last 5 months. In other words, there was a shift that started in June 2018. Here is a Kevin Martini hashtag talking point. If you're planning to enter the housing market, either as a buyer or a seller, connect with a trusted mortgage strategist to discuss the changes in mortgage interest rates and inventory, what they both can mean for you. Getting a mortgage and buying a home is a big thing. Buying a home is a process. It's not an event. However, the event does not need to be painful or stressful. It can be educational and enjoyable. Now, technology is a good thing. However, technology in its current form cannot provide trusted advice on your short and long-term goals. Only a trusted mortgage strategist can do that. That is what I do every day with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage. Yes, if you are looking to buy a home in the Raleigh area or really anywhere from the coast of North Carolina to the mountains of North Carolina, I am the trusted mortgage strategist that the Martini Mortgage Group can help. Now, if you're looking to buy outside North Carolina, do not fret. I have access to some of the best mortgage strategists in the U.S. If you are thinking of buying a home or selling your current house and moving up, the process should start with a confidential conversation with a trusted mortgage strategist. That is correct. The first step is not to visit those real estate portals like Zillow or Trulia or even Realtor.com. The first step in the process is not to pick up the phone and call a realtor. The first step is to have price and cost clarity and to make sure the financing fits into your short and long-term goals before you fall in love with a house. In closing, 2 factors to watch in today's real estate market are interest rates and inventory. Also, do not forget to check out the Kevin Martini Winter 2019 Homebuyer Guide called Things to Consider When Buying a Home. You can get a free copy by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. Yes, it's free. However, the information is priceless. Thank you for tuning in to the Martini Mortgage Podcast, and thank you for leaving a review and sharing this episode with somebody that may benefit.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.